Again, how YouTube is blocking the shit out of me these days because I said some bad things. Somebody didn't like it, so they pulled one of my videos, and now they won't let anybody see my videos at all. But that's okay. It's snowing today. It's goddamn March 16th, and it started snowing in central Ohio. If you can see it, look at this. It's freaking snowing. Temperature just plummeted. Oh my god. It is cold as a witch's tit. Oh fuck. I just came out of the doctor's office again. No, I did not have another heart attack. But they want to keep pumping me full of prescription pharmaceuticals, and I keep telling them they're worse than the disease, and these doctors don't want to hear that shit. Their livelihoods depend upon prescribing all this crap and charging millions of dollars for so-called care when they're just basically witch doctors, no different than thousands of years ago. And it's just a different way of describing typical ailments. Oh my god, look at it. It's like it's snowing. I can't believe it's cold as hell. Let me turn the heat up. um, I had 2 heart attacks last year. And I feel better. This doctor that I came to down here where I've moved, he looked at the charts and all the information, and we're talking about June of last year when I had a big one. He looked at that and he said, they just put 2 stents in. I go, yeah. He says they didn't talk to you about a bypass? Meaning they should have given me a bypass. They didn't do that. Why? Well, because it's about money. They figure Medicare's not going to pay big. I don't have a nice fat insurance policy. Otherwise, they probably would have given me the proper care. Because they want to charge, let's say, 20 grand for a procedure of some kind. And Medicare will only give them 2 grand. And they take it. But it's offset by all of these insurance companies gouging people. You pay over time, you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to these insurance companies, collectively billions of dollars, and they pay out very little. That's how they're like, it's like running casinos. It's the same thing. Look at that. I got one person watching. See this? They've throttled the shit out of me. Because I was talking about certain people that they brought into the country, certain racial ethnicity minorities who are responsible for over 50% of the crime in the nation. More like 65 to 75% of the crime. And when you talk about these people, libtards will rat you out immediately, even if nobody's seeing my videos. So and of course their algorithm and their AI now, AI is the worst. It will pick up all the keywords. It will listen to what you're saying. And it will say this, we've got another white supreme. Better go after him. So somebody or something pulled the entire video off the interwebs, scrubbed it, and I'm sure nobody recorded it. It would be good if people did. And then I see other people who are saying the exact same thing on YouTube and elsewhere. And they don't get yanked. Why? Because they've got hundreds of thousands of followers who are making money for YouTube and Google. That's what it all comes down to, just like the medical industry. Just like what I'm dealing with here at this hospital. It's all about the Benjamins. And I don't have any. Otherwise, I'd be getting top-notch care. There was one opportunity I had to fix my back, but it was denied by the state of Ohio, even though it's Medicare, which is national. They leave the states to administer it, which is a huge mistake. Ohio denied me going to California to see a back surgeon who does a microscopic surgery. You know, it's basically a tool about that diameter, goes into your back and your spine in a tiny incision instead of this giant gouge I have in my back that I got from a doctor here. This doctor, he goes in with a tool and just gently takes out all the bad material and the scar tissue and everything and fixes properly. And people are back on the golf course, within weeks or days. Not here. They sent me to a doctor. Oh, he's one of the best. He's and laminectomy they call it, where they actually they chisel a chunk of your spine out. They literally cut a piece of your supporting structure of your spine. They take it out of your spine, and all it does is the disc is bulging and pushing your spinal cord, which is everything, all your nerves and blood and everything going down that spinal cord. And it just pushes it out into the bone and impacts it, and you can't walk, you get pain. Well, so what they do, they cut the bone out. So the bulge is still there. Your spine is still fucked up. It's just pushing the spinal cord out, and there's nothing there to stop the spinal cord from popping out. So basically, that's the witch doctory of today. So I still have lots of pain. It's totally affecting my life. And then on top of that, the heart attacks and blah, 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 blah. And I'm still alive. I don't know. I've outlived, I'm not sure what year. I can't remember what month it was. My brother died at my age, 69. My dad died at 62. And I am 69 as of last October. So I may have outlived my dear brother. Anyway, I got on here to show you the snow and to start talking about this shit because I'm in the parking lot of a hospital. And my guts are in an uproar. I got to be real careful about farting these days because it might turn into a shark. That one almost did. And I've had just the worst diarrhea for weeks. And I had told the doctors, I said, it's these pain medications. They said, oh yeah, that metformin, that'll fuck you up. I'm like, well, that's why I stopped taking it. Stop prescribing it. I'm not going to take that shit anymore, among others. Well, you must take these chemicals. There's 2 or 3 of them. They're very important for your heart. Oh, really? Well, aspirin, you got to take the aspirin. Well, aspirin's been around a long time. I say, yeah, I'll take aspirin. Well, what about these? Well, these others, they make your blood slippery. I go, well, that's what blood does. It's a blood thinner, analgesic, painkiller, all in one. Well, these other ones, it's important that you take. It's important that Merck and Pfizer, brought to you by Pfizer. Got a little stale water left in here from last night, but it was so cold it stayed cold. So these we are at the mercy of these horrifying pharmaceutical companies. What are these people doing pulling up right behind me? Unreal. Uber driver, of course. He's dropping somebody in the middle of the parking lot. You can't really see. There he is. He pulls up right behind me. He's dropping somebody in the goddamn parking lot. Uber drivers, you know, and obviously he's probably from some West African or Somalian, East African country. Now he's looking at me like, oh. That's what I was complaining about in the video they got pulled, were these people. Mud people, I call them. So pull this one. Oh, he dropped him in his car. There he goes. Driving around his brand new Hyundai. I fucking love those Korean cars because they're basically given to them by our money. You know, like the Somalians defrauding us for billions, literally billions of dollars out of one or two states. Ohio's one of the states. They were taking it out of Columbus. We were just throwing money at these people. They were sticking it in suitcases and sending it to Minnesota. And from Minnesota, they were flying to Somalia with suitcases full of cash. Unreal. And they were getting away with it for the longest time. Anyway, somebody has turned off my traction control again. I don't want to do that. So, any fucking way. It's finally warmed up. I haven't had a haircut in a while. My hair's getting long again, which I prefer, but it's also falling out, increasing. It fell out a lot during the COVID thing. That weaponized virus, just, and the drugs they give you afterwards, my hair was coming out, bags full of hair. And then they go, oh yeah, this medication, it'll make your hair fall out, but it'll grow back 6 months. Well, it's getting thinner now because I'm pushing 70. Unbelievable. I can't believe myself that I'm 70 years old this year. October. What the fuck, man? Your life just goes by and then you look back like, what are we doing? What's the point? Fuck it. It don't matter. Anyway, it's cold as witch's tit again. I'm signing off. I don't want to keep talking. YouTube has screwed me anyway. They won't let anybody see my shit now because I talked about the brown people.